Now, individual bondholders who opted not to participate in the domestic debt exchange program will have to wait at least 2 weeks for their matured bond to be paid by the Finance Ministry. As the ministry says, administrative processes are ongoing. This latest clarification from government comes on the day the coalition of individual bondholders pitched camp for hours at the Ministry of Finance, demanding answers on why government is not keeping its promise of payment of matured non-tendered bonds on February 21. My colleague Joseph Akable was at the Finance Ministry and our report.
Had assured it was going to pay investors once their bonds matured. Some of the instruments matured on 6th and 20th February with the expectation of payment on February 21, but that did not happen. The coalition comprising Pensioner Bondholders Forum, Individual Bondholders Association of Ghana, and Individual Bondholders Forum was therefore back at the Finance Ministry in search of answers.
We just want to make sure that this is going to be paid. The assurance was given, 21st I will pay. And I think that if 21st you can't pay, or you couldn't do it on the 21st, it was only fair that that same 21st you came out with a statement explaining why you couldn't make it on the 21st and assuring your investor that, look, I'm going to do this way, wait for me 1 or 2 days or 3 days. I'm resolving these issues so that I come and pay you.
After hours of waiting and having a meeting with the minister, members say they have received a firm assurance of a detailed payment plan to be announced by the ministry.
With tomorrow being 1 week since the revised settlement date, we found it quite improper that there's been no communication about payment. From our perspective, what typically will be done is that the day that you are using as a benchmark, you should be announcing to investors what the payment plan is. We want to assume that the government may have been overwhelmed, so we've granted that and we decided to come as a collective to meet with the minister so we can have clarity and have our members also understand exactly where we are and have the broader investor community also have clarity on what to expect and how to manage this entire debt exercise. We have received some clarity. We've received commitments to improve communication between both parties, as in government and all of us as a common group, i.e. the Pensioners and Bondholders Forum, the Individual Bondholders Association of Ghana and the Individual Bondholders Forum.
We have been assured by the minister that the ministry is issuing a press release latest by the close of day today. And that is where they will state how they are going to meet the payment of the outstanding bonds. We have been assured that from the press release that will come, it will specify when it is going to be paid, whether they will pay all up to a point or it will be staggered. We don't have that information, but the minister will issue a statement. And from that statement, there we will know when people are going to get their money.
But that would be telling you next time as well, or you've already been briefed on that?
Well, if the statement comes, we believe the statement that will be coming will be accepted because they have given assurances that within a time frame, these things will be sorted out. They are doing according to them, they are doing reconciliation to ensure that you know exactly who must be paid and who must not be paid. So let's grant them that period to do the reconciliation. And when we come out with the statement today, we will see where we are going forward from with that program.
The statement from the ministry is also expected to provide details on what accounted for the non-payment on February 21.
So my colleague Joseph Akable joins us on Zoom with more. Joe, can you run us through the statement issued by the Finance Ministry on this matter?
The statement reads that following the successful settlement and conclusion of Ghana's domestic debt exchange program, it goes on to say that the government announces the following developments. The newly issued bonds have been settled and listed and will become the new benchmark bonds for the fixed income market. The Ministry of Finance will work with the relevant stakeholders as agreed to ensure that these new benchmark securities become the basis for the deepening the domestic sovereign bond market, and number two, which addresses directly the concerns that were raised by Dr. Edwan Anunpi and Senior Jose. It says, secondly, in fulfillment of the assurance given by government to bondholders who did not tender, the ministry is taking administrative steps to ensure that payment of coupons and principal of the old bonds resumes by 13th March 2023. And thirdly, on Friday, 24 February 2023, S&P Global Ratings raised Ghana's local currency sovereign credit ratings from selective default, that is SD, to CC plus slash C. This acknowledges the completion of the domestic debt exchange program with a successful delivery of new securities to bondholders. In doing so, the selective default is substantially cured. And finally, the above stated milestone is further expected to accelerate the engagement with our external creditors. The government of Ghana also takes this opportunity to assure all our external creditors of their equal importance to the Republic of Ghana. We will therefore continue to work together to advance the progress of our external debt treatment in order to secure Ghana's long-term macroeconomic stability. And so we see that the aspects about what are accounted for the non-payment and the bit about the payment issues are addressed of sort in this particular state.
All right, grateful to you. So, Joseph Akabile.